Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Look It Up Podcast. I'm Chael Omer, and this is my co-host named Papa, Tony Gudo. You can find us on YouTube under the Look It Up Podcast and Facebook under his name, Tony Gudo. Now, Papa, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to talk about college college basketball and a little bit of NBA. I'm going to hit a few things on the NFL before we do that. You guys see this ball up here? This is the last time LSU went to the Final Four in 2006. And they lost, if I remember right, they lost to Bobby Knight in Indiana.
UCLA, I looked at the thing.
UCLA, anyway, I went to the Elite Eight and saw them beat Kentucky back then. So anyway, that's one of my souvenirs I kept. I figured we're going to talk about basketball, so let's talk about it. Anyway, let's briefly on the NFL. There's a couple of things. The NFL just goes on 12 months a year pretty much. They got everything, something going on almost every month. Anyway, yesterday began the franchise tag. Everybody can sign people on the franchise tag beginning now, and it lasts for 2 weeks from what I understand. And there's several people that's on the franchise tag. Some of the interesting names that I noticed is, of course, Kenneth Walker with Seattle, who just won the MVP. He's a free agent. The franchise tag for a running back right now is right above $14 million. I don't think they're going to give him $14 million. That's the franchise tag. I don't think they're going to do that. The average, I think what's going to end up happening, they're probably going to sign him for like 10 to 12 million. Around 10 million probably, for the next 2 or 3 years. And some of the stuff I heard on the radio this week from some of the NFL guys, they think that's what's going to happen. That Walker will stay in Seattle on a different kind of contract. They may even take off the franchise tag for the future, just to entice him. Mm-hmm. Some of the other guys, Mike Evans with Tampa Bay, he's leaving. He's a franchise tag. The rumor is he's going to be going to, where did I write that down? I didn't write it down. I think I heard Buffalo. That Buffalo was going to try to get Mike Evans to go over there is what I heard.
They need a receiver.
Yeah, he's a free agent. So somebody's going to sign him. You can franchise him, but the receiver franchise is like $40 million. So it's kind of hard to do. I think $28 million. I think quarterbacks are $40 million. Anyway, another guy that's coming out is George Pickens with Dallas. He's a free agent.
Yeah, they only signed him to a 1-year deal.
Did they sign him? They didn't sign him yet.
No, they signed him last year to a 1-year deal.
So he's a free agent right now. They're probably going to sign him, but the tag is $40 million.
Did you write down Trey Hendrickson?
No, I didn't put him.
He's also a free agent.
Yeah.
Out of Cincinnati.
I know, Saints might go after him.
I hope we go get him again.
Anyway, George Pickens is more than likely going to stay at Dallas. They're going to do some kind of contract or do something. The problem with Dallas is if they sign him to a long-term contract, over 60% of their money of their cap, over 60% of their cap is to Dak, Pickens, and CD Lamb.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money to pay just 3 guys on the one side of the ball. So I don't know, but I mean, I guess they're going to keep him. I mean, you have to keep him. They need to keep the offense going. They'll probably sign him for, I guess, $35 million or something like that. But anyway, he's a free agent. Another thing I heard is a couple of people that are, is Debo. Debo's a free agent with Washington. Mm-hmm. And also linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Is a free agent. So we'll see what happens there. Malik Neighbors, he's a free agent.
I think the Giants will sign him back.
They'll probably sign him back, but he's a free agent at this point. And Dobbs, quarterback Dobbs is a free agent.
Josh Dobbs?
Yeah.
From New England?
Yeah. But not Josh, huh? I think it's Romeo Dobbs, huh?
Dobbs? Is he quarterback?
Yeah, quarterback.
That's Josh Dobbs. Romeo Dobbs is a tight end.
Okay. So Neighbors and Dobbs. Pat Kirwan, I've been listening to Pat Kirwan the last few days on the NFL channel. He thinks pretty much Mendoza is going to be the first quarterback taken, pretty much. What I think about, he liked Nussmeier a lot. He said when he was at the Senior Bowl, Nussmeier was really impressive. He said he interviewed him, watched him during the games. He said he ranks him as his top 3, the top 3 in the NFL coming out. I don't mean he'll be in the top round because the quarterbacks are kind of a low level this year in the NFL. Mendoza's going to go 1, more than likely. Nussmeier will go sometime somewhere around third, but he's not going to be in he probably might be the third round before he even goes, second or third round. So we'll see what happens. He likes him. He thinks Pittsburgh or somebody or Minnesota might go after him. I would think Miami. Why not Miami? Miami's going to let Tua go, so why not him go over there?
Well, they got Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, but they need competition.
Yeah.
Just like Minnesota. Minnesota needs to bring somebody in.
Yeah.
I personally think what's going to happen. Derek Carr is thinking about coming out of retirement, which is good for the Saints because the Saints will get a pick or two, and they also get a drop in their.
Yeah, because we still have to trade him.
Yeah, we can trade him. So if that happens, chances are he's going to go to either Minnesota or Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy's really interested in him in Pittsburgh in case Aaron Rodgers doesn't sign because Aaron Rodgers don't tell him what's going to happen with him, and Minnesota needs somebody. J.J. McCarthy was drafted 2 years ago, and he hasn't hardly played at all. He's been injured almost the whole 2 years. So they need to bring somebody in there I think, a veteran with somebody like Carr go in there, play, and let J.J. sit behind him, and J.J. get some experience and go from there. But those are just a few things I wanted to mention about the NFL. We'll be looking at the Combine next. The Combine starts on February 26th. Which is next Thursday, and goes through Sunday, and it goes through March 1st on Sunday. Okay, let's talk about college basketball a little bit. Let's do the NBA. You want to talk about the NBA?
Yeah, I want to talk about the NBA. So I haven't really been paying attention because of NFL, but then now that football is completely over, I'm gonna start watching NBA more often. But I'm just going down the list on the top teams at the moment. In the Eastern Conference, I'm going to do all the teams above 500 win percentage. Number one in the Eastern Conference is the Pistons at 40-13.
Detroit's looking good.
Celtics, Boston, 35-19. The Knicks are 35-20. Cavaliers, 34-21. Raptors, 32-23. Philadelphia, 30-24. The Orlando Magic, 28-25. And the Heat are 29-27.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about the Pelicans because they're not even close to.
That's in the Western. They are like that. They are 14th in the Western Conference.
Yeah,
that is second to last. So, at the top of the Western Conference, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder, 42-14.
They're trying to get a repeat, right? Didn't they win last year?
Huh?
Who won last year? Oklahoma, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have a chance to repeat, and I'm going to go over the who I think is going to win it all and stuff like that. Then we got number 2, the Spurs, 38-16. Not bad at all. Right behind Thunder, pretty much. Only 2 more losses than them. The Nuggets at 3, 35-20. Rockets at 4, 33-20. Then the Los Angeles Lakers are 33-21. Actually, I like watching the Lakers. That's just my opinion. But then we got the Timberwolves right behind them at 34-22. Then we got the Phoenix Suns, 32-23. And then the Golden State Warriors are 29-26. So, that's
So what do you think's going to happen in the second half of the year?
So, I think
Just finished the All-Star game.
we just finished the All-Star break. And, matter of fact, All-Star ended Sunday. So, they will start the second half of the season back up tomorrow.
Yeah, they've been off the last couple.
Where they will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Almost
They'll have
everybody
10 games tomorrow.
A lot of people playing.
They'll have 10 games tomorrow between 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So that will be that. And I want to go to... I asked AI to predict the final standings of the season. they expect Cleveland Cavaliers to finish the season to win the conference in the Eastern Conference. And they expect OKC to win the Western Conference back-to-back. And the Thunder are widely viewed as the favorites to finish best in the West and potentially win the title again. So, the Wizards are projected to be the worst team in the league at the end of the season.
They're going to be worse than us?
I guess so. So, they have predicted that Oklahoma City will win the championship back-to-back.
Yeah. I guess we need to start watching a little bit more. We haven't
Yeah.
been watching it, but we'll start watching it and try to give you some updates as we go during the week
They're-
in case you don't have a chance to watch it.
They even after so as the season progresses, their odds increase more and more the closer we get to the end. The less likely winners are Denver, Cleveland, and New York.
Okay. Well, let's move on to college basketball.
College
A few things that
basketball.
happened just in the last week. It won't be long. A few more weeks will be what? March Madness.
March Madness.
We have
Woo-hoo!
68 teams, I think it is now, that goes in. They've got some play-in games. I think it's 68 total. But
Let me
anyway,
look it up.
This past weekend, some things happened. Michigan overtakes and takes the number one spot over Arizona. They are 24-1, 14-1 in the Big Ten. So Michigan's got a good basketball
68
team. Very
teams.
good. 68, yeah. They just routed UCLA 86-56. Arizona takes a tumble, which I just mentioned. They dropped to number 4. They were 20-0 is what they started, but they lost 4 recently. Purdue surges to number 7 after beating the 7th ranked Nebraska team 80-77 over the weekend. Michigan State and North Carolina have dropped. They dropped quite a bit. Michigan State lost to Wisconsin 92-71, almost 20 points. What's that? 19 points, pretty much. And NC State fell to Miami, who's unranked, and they lost 75-66. Monday night, Houston went down to the Iowa State, 70-60, I think it was. And Houston is now 23-4. Iowa State's 24-3. So that's the Big 12 teams. Those are 2 Big 12 teams that are doing well. And this night, Arizona State got shut out, got upset. Arizona State got upset by Texas Tech last night in that game. So there's a couple of games I like tonight. I'm going to give you a couple of picks. Remember, if you make any wagers, only bet what you can afford to lose. I like 3 games tonight. I like Arkansas plus 4.5 at Alabama. Arkansas is a feisty little team. I think they stay with Alabama. I like UConn minus 16.5. They're playing Creighton. Creighton is not good enough to stay with UConn.
Yeah.
They will win that game. Gonzaga minus 14 over San Francisco. Same thing. Gonzaga's a whole lot better than San Francisco. Let's look at the top 10 real quick. Top 10, this is as of this morning. Michigan was number 1. Duke was number 2. Arizona was number 3. Houston number 4. Illinois number 5. Florida number 6. Iowa State number 7. I mentioned that a minute ago. Purdue number 8. And Connecticut number 9. And Michigan State number 10. That's the top 10. When you look at the...
Alabama dropped all the way.
Huh?
Where did Alabama go?
Alabama dropped. They're at 18, and Arkansas.
Weren't
16.
they number 1?
I don't think they were number 1. No, Alabama's total 18-7 in the SEC. So I don't think they were number 1.
Oh.
They may have been number 1 in the SEC.
Okay.
But Florida's the best team. But Florida got beat. Florida got beat by I forgot now. Florida got beat by somebody just the last couple of days. I don't have it in front of me. But they just got beat. I think it might have been Arkansas. No, Kentucky. Kentucky beat them. Kentucky beat them. So, anyway, look at the power ratings. That's what I look at when you look at the strength of schedule. I think that's a big thing. No matter where you rank, it's what did you play against when you rank.
Yeah.
Like, I still like Gonzaga. Gonzaga's number 11, but Gonzaga's strength of schedule is 112% above where they were before. Some of the other teams, Purdue, 13.85. That's their schedule. Michigan, 13.72. So they both got tough schedules. Florida's strength of schedule is 14.21. So they all have pretty strong numbers. Another team I mentioned earlier is Kansas. Kansas has lost a few games here and there, but their strength of schedule was 15.77. That's pretty high. They rank in the top 4 or 5 in that area. Yeah. So, we'll look at that in the next few weeks, try to keep up with what's going on with college basketball. There's a lot of games going on almost every day. A lot of them going on right now. So it's hard to keep up on a day-to-day basis, but I'm going to try to keep up the next few weeks. Try to give you some projections on what I think is going to happen and who's going to make the final 68 and the divisions, who's going to get ranked and everything. Those things will be coming up sometime probably the next 2 weeks, because I think March Madness starts the first week of March, somewhere around there. I think March 9th or something like that. So we'll look at that and see how everything looks.
March Madness.
Some of the favorites I like Texas Tech. Texas Tech is a good team. They should
March
do well.
15th.
March 15th. So we got just under a month before March Madness starts and all the stuff comes out. Of course, you're going to have the tournaments, the SEC tournaments, all the conferences tournaments first, and then after that, on the Sunday after all the conferences, they announce the final 68, and they show you the brackets. And of course, everybody and their mama, maybe not their mama, their daddy, does a bracket. I think. I mean, I've done brackets for years. Sometimes I do real well.
Always
last year I did not do good, but year before last I did real well.
I did pretty well last year. I think it came down to the semifinal that I lost. I had Duke going all the way, and they lost in the semifinal to Houston.
I can't remember who I had.
But I'm pretty sure I had almost a perfect bracket until the semifinal.
Yeah. I mean, year before last, I think I had 3. Ended up in the top 4. That were my predictions. Last year, I don't think I did as well. I think a couple of my teams lost, like in the quarterfinals, that I thought was gonna. There was not a lot of big upsets early in the season, like Norman. Norman, you got a lot of Cinderella stories start off when March Madness starts, because you got a lot of 12, 15 seed people playing number 1s and number 2s. So you just never know what's going to happen at the beginning, and that's what messes up everybody's brackets. Those kind of things. Okay, that's about it for today. You got anything on UFC? They got any fights going on?
No, I'll announce that next week.
Next week.
Got it.
Okay. Well, we want to thank y'all for watching. Please let everybody know that we're talking about basketball, because there's not too many podcasts out there doing basketball.
Yeah, all
so let
sports,
people know.
I said there's not many podcasts doing multiple sports at once.
Yeah, we're doing multiple sports. We're going to continue doing some of the NFL every week, talking about what we hear, what was going on with the rumors and the franchise tags and those kind of things. But at the same time, we're going to try to keep y'all up to date on basketball. And then we'll talk about baseball. LSU started off strong. LSU's already won, 4 in a row?
4-0, yeah.
And I think they play today. I think they played already earlier today, right? I think I saw them play at 1 o'clock or something.
Baseball.
Maybe it's tonight. I'm not sure. But I know they play.
I'll check.
I think
They
they'll
play. Wait. They're already 5-0. So they played Nichols.
That was Monday.
Today. They played Nichols earlier today, and they won 12-1.
Yeah. So they're blowing people out pretty much, except for one game. One game was a little close. I think one of them was like 5-3.
That was.
But anyway, LSU baseball, is going to be there. More than likely, they're going to win the championship per game. I don't want to hex them, but I just think they're good enough to do it, especially the pitching staff. Anyway, if there's anything you're looking for and you can't find it, what do? You look it up. Thanks for watching. Please share. Let people know we're here. And you can make any comments you want on Facebook or on YouTube, what you think about our podcast. Thanks a lot. Go Tigers.
Who dat? Bye-bye.
Talk to y'all later.